Okay.
Successful projects, like water conservation efforts or green infrastructure, that prove we can grow responsibly.
This is the Vienna French voice. It's on normal speed. It's quite interesting. I like the voice, right? See, this is what happens when you got your eyes dilated and you're nearly blind. Well, not blind, but you know. So, yeah, I'd read it.
Looking at Kathy Castor's controversies, gun laws, environmental issues, immigration, healthcare, and COVID policies. We need practical approaches to handle each. Here's what I suggest. Go on, Paul. What's the plan? Paul, for gun control, instead of polarizing arguments, we can emphasize common ground, like community safety and responsible ownership. Highlight stories and data showing how certain laws have reduced violence. It's about framing it as protecting everyone. Smart. That way, we appeal to a broader audience. Paul, exactly. For environmental concerns, promote sustainable development that benefits both the economy and nature. Partner with local groups to showcase successful projects, like water conservation efforts or green infrastructure, that prove we can grow responsibly. That could really shift perceptions. Paul, right. On immigration, highlight the positive contributions of immigrant communities, stories of local success, economic benefit.
It's a nice voice, isn't it? Yeah. But, okay, let's have a super fast reading. What happens to fast? Oh, it's on slow mode. It's on slow mode. It's not even normal. Interesting. That was interesting. Alright. I didn't even realize that. Okay.
People respond better to personal stories. Paul, absolutely. When it comes to healthcare and the pandemic, focus on transparency.
You know, if you speed up your voice, it's like reverb. It sounds really cool. So if you can't sing good, speed up.
Transparency and real benefits, like improved health outcomes and reduced costs from expanded coverage. Promote vaccination and safety measures as community effort. By looking at Kathy Castor's controversies, gun laws, environmental issues, immigration, healthcare, and COVID policies, need practical approaches to handle each. Here's what I suggest. Go on, Paul. What's the plan? Paul, for gun control, instead of polarizing arguments, we can emphasize common ground, like community safety and responsible ownership. Highlight stories and data showing how certain laws have reduced violence. It's about framing it as protecting everyone. Smart. That way, we appeal to a broader audience. Paul, exactly. For environmental concerns, promote sustainable development that benefits both the economy and nature. Partner with local groups to showcase successful projects, like water conservation efforts or green infrastructure, that prove we can grow responsibly. That could really shift perceptions. Paul, right. On immigration, highlight the positive contributions of immigrant communities, stories of local success, economic benefits, and shared value.
It all blurs together, all these political talking points. I mean, it says gun laws, okay, but what about gun law? Environmental issues, and it's all the same, which is great. I mean, all for, you know. But it's like these politicians, they never can do anything. These politicians never really do. Let's see, trying to think, okay, so just got gun law, environmental issues, let's see. Go on the upside common ground, like community safety, I don't know what our stance is. Let's see. Okay. Permission, let me see. I like that. That's true. That's what I do. Positivities. Stories of local success. Shared values. Economic benefits. It's more about simply seeing the other side as being human. That's all. respond better to person. Okay, her. Shared values on balance. Technically, I've already been through all of these, the characteristics, all of them, but they all begin to blur. The politicians all begin to blur. Okay, so here's the solutions. Okay, according to her characteristic from my reverse analysis, reverse algorithm analysis, she's a fiery woman who takes the heat. Let me see the AI's interpretation of that. Let me see. Yes. Since her algorithm analysis is oh, I have to cancel out the voice prompt. There you go. You want to do that. You don't want this. AI takes a lot of energy to do all the processing. You want to save the environment. You don't want to. That's why you need people to turn off their Wi-Fi. All right. Okay. Recycling one can. It's a bunch of energy, but reuse. You can reuse it. Reuse the cardboard, the packaging, the plastic, everything I reuse practically almost all of it. You know, I try. I mean, yeah, still some recycling, some of it. Some I have to do, if I need to recycle, I'll recycle it, but you try to reuse it. And I'll thank my mom for instilling that in me. It's not even instilling. One day, I noticed her. Actually, I was simply talking to her. And I mentioned about recycling. I said, recycle. One word. She said one word, and I completely knew what she meant. It's from her tone. Think of that. Since from one word, her tone, her body language, and whammo. And to me, it felt like instilling. So is that accurate to say she's instilling? She didn't instill it in me. That wouldn't be the right word. That she instilled it in me. Or you could say that she instilled it. She instilled it in me in one moment. You could say that. But usually when people think instilling, they think over a time period. They instilled it in them, but no. You have to explain it if it's instantaneously, the time window, the framework of that. Yeah, so she instilled it with me instantaneously. You have to explain it. People can get confused. Alright. Does that make sense? She instilled it with me in one moment. Yeah, you'll have to explain it out that way. Alright. So what does it say? Passionate driven. No, wait a minute. Wait. Hold on a second. I got confused. It thinks it's my character. It's the other character. It's the opponent character. So let me delete that one. Okay, she asked Paul what it means. So it's her. She's what's her name? Kathy. Okay. It's her, Kathy. So you can see there. Okay. Let's see. Okay. Okay. Why is it still? It's still work. Sounds. Okay, get that. Okay, yeah. Okay. Okay, so here we go. Calibrate. Convictions are shared value. Okay. Okay, yeah, do that. Perfect. The AI. The AI can do it. Okay. Okay. I'm adjusting my orange vinyl screen filter. It's not as big as the screen, so I've got the white wall here and then a black wall here because of my sound wooden board that I got from I dragged it literally from the Home Depot about like 10 years ago. It's only about half a mile away, so I've got this white thing here in your eye. You know, the pupil dilation when your eye I'm saying, when you're adjusting light. So because there's more light here, I'm shifting the filter over here this side more. But does that make sense? Yeah, I think so, yeah, because I need to reduce the light in here. I think that makes, yeah, okay. Okay, that was a minute. Okay. 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 Convictions. With direct comment. See, I'm literally going through 36 components in literally a day. I can do it. People do this. I did this. I used to do this, mind. But this is my thing. So this is my work. Alright. According to my perspective of the shingles. Okay. Average conviction. You know what? I'm gonna have AI read it out because there's so much reading about it. The more you think, the more the glutamate accumulates. So I want to see if the AI can help me on here.
discussions around shared values and principles she cares deeply about, such as community safety, environmental stewardship, or economic growth. Example, Kathy, I know how passionate you are about protecting our community. Let's explore solutions that support both safety and responsible development. 2. Use respectful challenge. When presenting new ideas or critiques, acknowledge her strength and resilience first, then gently introduce alternative perspectives. Example, your resilience on these tough issues is impressive. I wonder if considering a slightly different approach might make your message even stronger. 3. Highlight success stories. Share examples where her strength and perseverance led to positive outcomes, reinforcing her leadership qualities. Example, remember when you stood firm on environmental policies? That resilience helped preserve our water quality, proof that taking the heat can lead to real change. 4. Avoid direct confrontation. Since she takes the heat, avoid aggressive tactics that could provoke a defensive or combative response. Instead, employ collaborative and empathetic language. Example, let's work together to find common ground that respects your passion and addresses concerns from all sides. 5. Appeal to her legacy. Frame strategic suggestions as opportunities to strengthen her reputation as a fearless leader who stands firm for her principles. Example, by thoughtfully navigating these issues, you can reinforce your legacy as a resilient champion for your constituents. Would you like me to craft specific dialogue examples employing these tactics or develop a detailed engagement?
Jeez. I guess this is all political speak. Okay. This AI voice works great if I use it as if I'm talking to it. But in the story, the AI is like the reader of the dialogue. That's the interesting thing. So let's use the other. See, I'll show you what I mean. Okay. Alright. Okay, here we go.
Engagement plan. Copy. Summarize. Delete. Tactics for engaging Kathy. 1. Leverage her convictions. Frame discussions around shared values and principles she cares deeply about, such as community safety, environmental stewardship, or economic growth. Example, Kathy, I know how passionate you are about protecting our community. Let's explore solutions that support both safety and responsible development. 2. Use respectful challenge. When presenting new ideas or critiques, acknowledge her strength and resilience first, then gently introduce alternative perspectives. Example, your resilience on these tough issues is impressive. I wonder if considering a slightly different approach might make your message even stronger. 3. Highlight success stories. Share examples where her strength and perseverance led to positive outcomes, reinforcing her leadership.
Yeah, see, this is see the perspective when you hear it. It's a different thing. So in the story, if you see and hear my actual voice, and then you hear the AI's actual voice, the other voice works better. If I'm talking directly to it, but in the story, the way I start spoilers, you have me typing, so I'm typing, and I'm not even talking to the AI. But I am using I was using that voice, and that's why it actually, trying to think, actually no, it did work. I think it did kind of work. Actually no, it did kind of work. So I'm using the other voice now. I'm trying to think. I think it's because of the you actually see me. You see me typing, so it's more real, right? But if you're using it, depending on how you're doing it, so when I'm using the other voice, it's because it's faster too, and I can't download the other voices. I mean, I tried, but somehow it fits regardless. I went through these types of voices. I did one video, and I ended up choosing a voice that sounded similar to that, the Zero voice. So I want that kind of disconnect. So actually it fits. So before I kind of forget, because I've been doing this for like jam-packing all this dialogue and stuff, so my mind is kind of mushy. But anyway, this one, yeah, so alright, so alright, I'll stop this video in about a minute or two. I want to see if I can figure out what the solution is, because all it says is that she's fairly confident. Trying to think. She's a. Yeah, what it means, she's a formidable opponent. So, see, you have to cool her down, basically. Takes the heat. So you have to appeal to her. You'll have to, yeah. How do you cool her down? And you have to, as my boss would say, hold her hand. Appeal to her sensibilities. Okay, yeah. See, so my character says, ask Paul to appeal to her. Okay. Okay. She asks to access her bio for her personality. Okay. Wow, that is an actual wow. Okay. Is that an actual wow? See, sometimes the AI integrates my story into the actual into the real world data. So the best way is actually have the AI clean slate. Now you can still be in the in the story stuff, in the story conversation, but on the new prompt below the next one, you simply ask it to list the biography of the character, the real world character. But you have to do it right at the beginning before you integrate the character fully into the story. So when you're introducing it, do it exactly as the AI. Alright, because it tends to mix it all. Alright, okay, let me ask the AI. In fact, let me ask the AI. In her actual, does it mention fiery? Totally goes. It's a real, no way. Okay. Where exactly does it show? I mean, that's great if I got the exact, but Dedication evidence. Dedication evidence. Okay, so this is copy. Copy. So you are describing there's no okay. Okay, here we go. Passionate. The real world life. May not be quality to describe them. Summarize the plot. Okay. Actually, match to okay, so let's find outstanding delegates. Real. Real. You know what? There's only one way to know. You have to pull up your wiki file. I don't know. which I don't. I don't really have time to pull up a wiki. I've got 30 more components I have to finish. I want it. Alright, I might have to face facts. I don't think I might not be able to get to one of my parents in time. I mean, I'm on schedule. But I mean, I don't know. So I'll do what I have to do. Alright. Okay. Okay. I guess I don't believe, because she's an inside trader, so all this thing about, yeah, okay, I'm gonna shut off this recording because it's getting, oh, no, okay, I want to document what the actual solution is. I can do it. Alright. It already mentions the solution. Alright, let me do dialogue where they do this. My mind is feeling really tired. It's like there's something pounding. It's not the infrared. It's not the infrared. I don't know if it's the camera. It might be the camera light, so I can kind of block that. It's not the infrared. There's no heat. It feels pretty pleasant. Maybe I gotta. Okay, it might be because it's because of the shirt I'm wearing. That's yeah. Yeah, okay. So I mean, it's pleasant. It's like it's 80. Holy moly! It's 80, but it feels like it's 76 in here. It feels great. It's not hot. It's not even warm. There's no ambient heat. It's 6:26, so the hottest part of the day is gone. How long have I been awake? Let me see what time I got up. I got up at about 12 or 11. So it's not even past 8 hours. I think it's because I'm hunched down here. That's because of the way I'm positioned. I mean, this is nothing compared to what I had to do downstairs. I mean, I think it's because I'm not eating enough broccoli. Maybe I need broccoli. Maybe I haven't eaten enough of mine. Maybe I didn't eat enough of my vegetables. I think it's my vegetables. Oh Oh, you know what it could be? It could be the leaf blower. The tinnitus. My ears aren't ringing anymore. Well, not in that level. It's not. So maybe it's the after effect. The after effect. Maybe the survivability of that. That might be it. Or maybe it's the. No, it can't be the. I was going to say it's the plant-based food, but it's good. Plant-based meat is good. It's good. The meat's fine. The plant-based meat. The artificial meat. That one. It might be because I haven't been eating enough of the plants there. I do have the plants meat. That's it. That might be it. Alright, that might be. Everything else is fine. So it might be because no. I was going to say because I have to do 30 characters at once. I don't know what it is. Hold on. The lights blocked up above. The whole thing that was there got blocked. I don't know what, my mind feels really tired. Oh, you know what it is? I think it's my other device down here. I can show you. It's my other device. Son of a mother. See, I can actually feel the Wi-Fi. I can actually feel the Wi-Fi from the... See, this is why you need people to turn up their Wi-Fi. I can actually feel that. That's what I'm feeling. There we go. Yeah, it's this thing. Alright, you know what I'm going to do? I'm even going to shut off the... Usually I always shut off the Hungama on this completely. But I kind of left it on yesterday, even though I shut this thing off. Okay, I shut the machine on. But in here, so technically what's supposed to happen is it reactivates when you turn the machine back on. If you leave the setting on as on, but when you shut it all off, it's supposed to shut it all off, which it is. The government maybe can reactivate it, maybe if you still have that on position, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to shut that off for my peace of mind. And so it's a placebo effect. There we go. Yeah, it was this thing. I could actually feel the Wi-Fi from. Jeez. Yeah, I figured out. It's the Wi-Fi. It's the Wi-Fi. Oh my god. Alright. Alright. It's the Wi-Fi. It's the Wi-Fi. Yeah, it was the Wi-Fi. It literally was why I feel it now. Now I'm not feeling it anymore. Wow. So the Wi-Fi, you really can't feel it. Yeah, especially when it's really close, because actually, the heat from it wipes out the plants. Oh my god. Alright, we're okay. We're fine now. I'm back. Oh my god. Alright. Well, that's official. You saw in real time. You saw in real time. Alright. Yeah, that means I'm... Because I'm electromagnetic sensitive. Alright, I'll go. Alright. Yeah, see, I feel so much better now. I can feel my head clear. I don't feel the presence of the... There was something blocking me this way. I kept feeling something. It was the Wi-Fi. My god. It really does work. It really does happen. Holy moly. There you go. I've documented now an official confirmation that Wi-Fi affects the brain. Because I don't feel it now. I completely do not feel it. Holy moly, mackerel. Wow. That means that these people, they're walking around with their phones so close to them. They must be frying their brains, Jesus Christ. Alright, I'm gonna have to put that in the story somewhere, okay? Well, technically the whole story is that, but I mean like an actual example of the phone or something. Alright. Alright. Let's focus back on the story. Okay, anyway, I'm gonna stop because sometimes this thing does not it might crash the recording, and I don't want this recording crash because it's so important. So I'm gonna end it here.